What is up, guys? Welcome back to another casted game. We're on the 1 versus 1 ranked quick search ladder, and we found ourselves a game between two pro players that we don't often see on the ladder, so very excited to see this one. Map today is Portugal, spawning down to the southwestern map in the colour blue, playing as the Indians. It is Ezad. His opponent today, northeastern map in the colour red, playing as the British. It is Kasper. His name is Kakper, I think. I mean, that's the spelling in terms of letters, but I think it's one of those weird European C's with a little squiggly tail underneath somewhere. So I think it's actually, they pronounce it as Kasper, which makes sense because Kakper is just ridiculous as a name. But both top level players. Kasper, top 10, 2300 Elo, definitely leading the charge currently in more of the recent players, breaking into the top scene. Ezad, a seasoned pro, been playing for many years. Been a bit busy with real life stuff, maybe a bit bored, but this is what I'm kind of really hoping for with some of this YouTube content as well as just general other stuff, is that the more players see that there are other players playing the game, the more they will come back. I can almost guarantee it. When Hazard comes back from his training, he'll play a little bit of AoE3. Azak will play a little bit occasionally. Might will play a little bit occasionally. You know, we're not asking for people to stay in, but there's always going to be these top players that just occasionally find it irresistible to not pick up the game. And until then, we get to enjoy the likes of these two players duking out in Portugal. He's had very competent with India. He's been going for this elephants kind of based deck for a while. Sees that Kasper's nearby. He's just going to try and get out of there. So, two elephants should be able to pull trick them to safety. Card one can be distributed to them behind. Question is, will he carry? Will he hit Agra? Will he go aggressive? Will he go eco? I don't actually know the answers. I kind of want to see what the master at work will do. And this Kasper guy really just been annoying to Ezad, just wanting to get as much melee damage onto these elephants as possible. Vinjanada, Ezad saying, nope, I am getting out of here. Let's look at Kasper's deck. 2 Caravel Frigate, Advanced Church, Musk upgrades. Have upgrades as well, 2 upgrades apiece. No 1k wood. H4, no Gentleman of the Pike. But does have 20 longbow, 3 rockets. I don't think he's missing anything there. I think that's a really good deck. Maybe going for 3 rockets instead of 2 infinite rockets is an open question mark. Both cards are good, but I think fine there from Kasper. Natives today, it is the House of Wettin for both players. Don't think we'll see much use. The marriage politics is not really, on paper, it's a great tech. Your age ups are 15% cheaper. It says 20, but it's 15%. But at a cost of 325 food and 200 resources to get to the train post and the time, never pays off. The fort technology as well is expensive. It does exactly what it says on the tin, but it's just expensive. It takes ages to research and then build. Giant Grenadier is pretty good. Only really good for Merc decks. I wouldn't build it just for that. You need 2 shipments just to pay off. And then from there, it's pretty good. The units are expensive as well. Not great. And this tech to fully buy, reset the market rates for 300 resources is so expensive. It's so pointless. It might be one of the worst cards in the game. So he's out with the forward Agra Fort, building it with 3 villagers actually, which is rather surprising. Wants to try and get in at a decent time. He will get in at a decent time. 4 minutes and 40 seconds will be the age up. Governor's outpost moving forward. Single axe coming down. Kasper sitting rather defensively actually. He has 3 hunts kind of under his control. A lot of hunt in his base, so a lot of potential there for Vilbooming. So he's not looking to go mid-map. Kind of wants Ezad to come towards him. It's a long map as well. And why would he want to meet Ezad out in the middle when he could just sit back behind this rather large defensive House of Wettin settlements? Decent trees. Make use of your better eco. Steel traps coming in nice and early. wood being picked up. Manor House is going to be thrown down behind. More XP being picked up. Another card there for Brits. What's it going to be? 600 wood. Reveal 700 wood, 600 wood. He's had 2 sepoys moving across the map. He's training sepoys as well, another 3. But he's going to open up with 700 wood behind this. He has 1 trading post down already. Maybe looking for more. Like when you have a 5 TP map, it's always tempting to try and get on that line. You know, it's a lot. If you manage to secure it, you basically win the game. When you have 5 trading posts to yourself, it's so tempting. Export coming in here for Ezad. Is this going to be a consulate rush? I don't think so. He'll build a consulate now. Probably will be Brit, honestly. Yeah, Brit Musks are pretty good into Brit Musks. Otto Huss, it's quite a closed map. He's seen lots of Musketeers. It's going to be quite hard to get good value. AZAPs are kind of pointless early on. I mean, just in general. I don't really know why many people click that button constantly. The villagers are quite nice. We'll have to find out how he wants to play. You can go Ottoman for the villagers and then switch to Brits. That's the benefit of the 300 export is the switching costs makes it much cheaper. XP comes in there for India again. Train post at the bottom of the map, providing that income. He's just kind of like positioning himself. He's not going to rush into it, but he's also not holding back. That 300 export card, that's not there for eco. That there is for, well, it could be eco with the villagers, but as I said, it could be military behind. I'm expecting it to be the villagers and then switch into the Brit consulate. I mean, it could be the. I was going to Huss. I don't like that. You see, I think he's had seen this Musk heavy matchup, but I suppose he's using the Huss for the snare, and then the Gurkhas to kill behind with you being a skirmisher-based unit. The line of sight from Otto Constant is also very good. It's always been very good. Look at the amount of line of sight this Elephant Explorer has. It's just so much. You can see so far ahead. And like functionally how... And just raiding room lots as well. You can just see Vils miles away. Gurkhas coming forward. More Gurkhas being trained. 5 sepoys being called from the home city as well. Gone for 5 sepoys instead of the 4 sours. Because I think he's expecting this Musk. Mass, you've seen a couple of musketeers over here. Gurkhas moving forward to intercept. Take off the line of sight. See. A couple longbows now coming in here for Kasper. Starting to mix up that composition. 6 longbow being sent. Longbow being trained. Musk being trained. A house coming down behind, but the Gurkhas still moving forward. Longbows will look to trade here. Maybe TC Fire help Explorer move into snare and tank up some damage. He does tank up a lot of damage. Gurkha does go down. It does move some villagers out the way. The manor house has been torn down behind this. Longbow's looking for the Gurkha trade again. Ezad with those room lots where they're just sieging the houses, and actually you might be tempted to dive in here with the room lots. Yeah, Longbow's being pulled back, and Musks are being teed up to kind of go in a bit more aggressive. More Longbows have been trained behind this, and the Gurkhas, they won't be able to keep up with this. And unless Ezad really decides to go in, I think Kasper's in a fantastic position. Look at his deck. He still has 6 Musk to send, 700 coin. I think Musk attack would be really smart here. He has a lot of musketeers, and he's wanting to try and force some sort of exchange. It'd be more useful than +6 Musks, I reckon. The only other thing is he might be tempted just to jump the age now. He does have 43 villagers, 700 coin, and then just gathering food will get him there. What does he gain by pushing? Well, if he kills the army, tears down the Agra Fort, that basically is game over. But can he do that? Can you risk it? I don't think he wants to risk it, though. I'm not too sure what's on the table here. He knows there's Gurkhas. He knows that there's going to be potentially the AZAT pop from the Ottoman consulate. Sours, 4 Sours home city shipments. A lot of things that Ezad can do. AZAT's being called. Gurkha's being trained from the Agra Fort. Brit's going to move back. Gurkha's moving into the splash attack here from the Agra Fort, doing damage as well. Gurkha's coming in. Explorer's just going to go onto the longbows. I swear the room lots are still alive. They're raiding. Oh, yeah, you need them right here in this fight on the longbows. That would be super, super nice if they were there. Table line of sight. Sauer's now being caught in behind. At least with this fight, underneath the Agra Fort, the XP is given the ability to send in another shipment. 4 Sauers on the way. Longbows doing some good damage, but the amount of musks here from Kasper has dwindled. The Gurkhas are certainly doing their job nicely, and the Agra Fort is under no threat of going down. There's now not enough siege, and Kasper has to walk away, tails in between his legs. His score's gone down. Ezad's score's kind of gone up, and well, I suppose Kasper's has now gone back up with the is it 6 plus 5 or 6 plus 10? Yeah, Kasper's sent in 6 musks there. Stable production, double longbow Huss. Kasper's all in H2. There is no opportunity for him to really sneak in his age up. He's thinking this Agra Fort is being damaged. I can get in the kill, but Ezad's repaired this. Kasper having to now fight for the hunt, pushing out. Not really much remaining resources in base, but maybe actually having the villagers forward with the army is a blessing in disguise. Huge Vil pills on offer, especially with their great coats. He doesn't have the pioneers in deck. That's always so sick to see with the Brits. Really good card actually, functionally how they works. So much HP, and if you consider like a settler having more HP than a falconet, when you actually start to consider what actually you do when you put 20 villagers into a fight, they tank up so much damage. They do good damage back in melee as well, and they're just such a tease. That's what they are, such a tease. Let's look at Ezad's position. What's he looking? Oh, he's half Asian. He's half not. He's going to send in. Oh, but he's not completing the batch. He didn't complete this batch. The Sau's coming in. He just needs to complete batches, but he's not. He's kind of like non-committal. Maybe if he can kind of stall this enough, he can just cancel and get in the age up, and that might not be a bad play for him. Like he's not committal. What is Sauer's going to do here? Okay, he's committing for the Gurkhas, but he didn't go for the Sauers. When he probably could have, should have. You're going to go for one, go for both. Let's have Zams. Let's have double Gurkha production coming up. I'm looking to have some sort of timing. Again, he just wants him to trade with the Gurkhas. I think he's supposed to keep firing with the Gurkhas, and this damage from the aggro, he just needs to keep on targeting the longbows. Once the longbows go down, he should be pretty fine behind. Seapoys could be trained from the Agra Fort to get into the mix. So Kasper's now starting to really do damage to the Agra Fort. You can see that Ezad, okay, now going for Imperial Bureaucracy. Spent most of his coin on units. He's now staying H2, and once you stay H2, I think your decision's easier. To remass here and fight makes sense, perfect sense for him. Trevinian Martial Arts going to come in for the melee attack for his melee infantry, and what is it? Rajput. We've not need Rajput just yet. He needs to kill the Huss though, because he's only got Gurkha infantry behind, and actually what he does need is a couple of Seapoys, longbows, low multipliers versus Seapoys, and here we go. Double Minutemen being called from the town centre. He wants to protect the Agra Fort. He will pay the price for them being called across the map. Seapoys being produced. He does need to sell at the market. What is the sell price right now? It's not too bad. He can sell for this. He will get a full batch of Seapoys from the barracks and from the Agra Forts. And yeah, those Huss will get with position. Sentry, most HP going down, but the Agra Fort's dead. It's down 320 XP here for Kasper. And in Brits, position is looking exceptionally strong here now. Sending coin. Villagers under threat. Minutemen going down. Gurkha's behind. GG, and Brits showing why they're one of the best civs in the game right now. A quite interesting one. Kasper sitting somewhat defensive. Ezad looking to prod forward, looking to push. I don't think Ezad managed to get in the 4 Vil from the Ottoman consulate. I might be wrong. Obviously, he did send the 300 exports, so that's a lot of extra potential. Okay, no, he did get the 4 Vil from the Ottoman consulate. kind of was pushing it in. Was guy doing his own economy as well. Never really that aggressive. But once Kasper started to defend the longbows exchanging with the Gurkhas. Yeah, H2 Gurkhas compared to H2 longbows are terrible. That's a fight an exchange you just will never win. And Kasper was able to kind of ride that and then slowly push out. And once he was able to make the Hussars himself, that was forcing a cavalry response from Ezad into things like the Zambaraks, couple sours, and you could see Ezad was always tempted. He wanted to try and age. He's thinking, if I age, I can age it with Mahot, send in Yvrumi, go with that Sepoys, those good things, but it just never happened. He never quite felt confident with trigger. He needed to defend the Agra Fort. Kasper kept pushing, and it felt strange for Kasper to keep pushing. You could always lose underneath the Agra Fort, but actually, once you kill the Agra Fort, oh my god, it just opens up victory for him. He does. Takes it quite comfortably in the end, but could have gone either way earlier on, and another good game. Kasper showing why he is a top 10 player, currently sat at an Elo of 23.19. He's at 100 Elo down, 2.2k, still fantastic player. Looking forward to see both players on. Final look at military station there. I think the 6 longbow shipment and the double longbow batch was enough to kind of keep his military population ahead, and he never let that lead go. The villagers working the steel traps, the manor houses. It's a great bonus that Brits have. Yeah, good fight in the end. Well played to the players. Really well played to the players. Good game there. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.